Today we're going over my 4 hacks for you to reach your goal of getting to 10% body fat. If you follow all 4 of these hacks, you're going to reach your goal of getting 10% body fat in the fastest way possible and also the right way. There's a lot of wrong ways to lose weight, so if you follow all 4 of these steps, you're going to reach your goal, you're going to get 10% body fat, and like I said, you're going to do it the right way. Now, before we hop into it, if you guys are new to the channel and you find anything interesting in this video or you like the content that I'm talking about, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and that you subscribe to the channel. I'm posting weekly fitness content on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you get in the best shape of your life. And if you're subscribed, you won't miss out on the content that I'm posting weekly. There's going to be 4 main categories that we're going to talk about in this video. The first one, we're going to talk about our diets. Your diet is going to play such a huge role in allowing you to get to 10% body fat and reaching that goal. And if you're not focusing on it, it's going to be the reason that you don't reach that goal. We have a couple different numbers that we can think of when we're thinking about our diets. First thing is your basal metabolic rate. This is the amount of calories that we're burning at rest. So if you laid in bed all day, this is the amount of calories that it would take just for your body to function. Not counting movement, not counting exercise, not counting anything else, just the amount of calories that it takes for your body to function. From there, we have our expenditure throughout the day, we have our exercise, and that gets us up to our maintenance amount of calories. Now, if you're watching this video, more than likely you know that you need to be in a caloric deficit in order to lose weight. But the big thing that I want to focus on here is we do not want to eat too close to your basal metabolic rates. If you are starving yourself and you are not eating enough calories, you are not going to reach your goal of getting 10% body fat, because what's going to happen is your body is going to be very reluctant to lose body fat and get rid of that because it thinks that it's starving. So we need to be in that sweet spot of burning more calories than we're consuming, but too sharp of a deficit is going to cause us to hold on to body fat and to lose muscle mass. So you might be asking yourself, well, how many calories, fat, carbs, protein should I be eating? I left a link down in the comment section below where you can go fill out a form and I'll personally calculate your macros for free. I'll tell you how many carbs, fat, protein that you need to be eating to reach your 10% body fat goal and get in the best shape of your life. So when you're done watching this video, go click on that link, fill out that form, and I'll calculate your macros for free. So once you get your macros and you have your specific amount of carbs, fat, protein that you're eating, specific amount of calories that you're eating every day, we need to focus on consistency with this. If you are sporadic at hitting your calories and your macros, we're not going to get to 10% body fats. Our body does not want to be at 10% body fat. It wants to have some extra reserve. So we have to be really specific and we have to be really smart about how we do this. And if you are not consistent, we're not going to reach that goal. Protein is going to be a vital part of reaching that 10% body fat goal because yes, we want to get to 10% body fat, but we also want to maintain our muscle mass. We don't want to lose all this weight and half of it be body fat and half of it will be muscle mass. So eating enough protein is very crucial for holding on to your muscle mass and making sure that we don't burn that and use that as an energy source in this process. Each meal is going to be structured around a protein source, and that's going to help you get to your protein amount throughout the day. When you're choosing your carb sources, we need to focus on whole food sources, things like sweet potatoes, rice, oatmeals, whole wheat breads. These are going to be good carbohydrate sources because at the end of the day, carbs are a great source of energy. And yes, you're not going to be eating as many carbs as you would if you were trying to put on weight, but you're still going to be consuming carbs. And if you are not consuming carbs, that is going to be a huge problem, and it's going to be a reason that you don't reach 10% body fat. So never look at one macronutrient as good or bad. All of the macronutrients are good. We just need to have the right percentage and the right amount of each. Now, before we hop into step number 2, Wednesday, we are doing a massive end of the summer sale for our apparel line. So FITGRIND Apparel is doing a sale up to 50% off. I left a link down in the description below where you can go check it out. Like I said, this is our biggest sale of the year. So if you're looking for a new gym outfit, check out my apparel line. Like I said, we're doing a massive sale, so don't miss out on this. The sale is going to be Wednesday to Monday. So don't miss out. We got huge sales going on. Link is down in the description below. The second part that we're going to talk about is your strength training. This is another key piece to the puzzle that is going to help you, one, maintain your muscle mass, but also burn a lot of calories and reach your 10% body fat goal. So with your strength training, it took hard work, it took heavy weights, it took getting stronger, it took really tough workouts to build that muscle. And a lot of times if people try to diet and try to lose weight and body fat, they up the reps and they add all these sets and they lose muscle mass. So when you're strength training, do not change a thing. You want to keep that stimulus and keep the strength training sessions heavy because that's going to tell our body that we need to hold on to muscle mass. The worst thing that you can do is lighten the weights, up the reps to like sets of 30, because that's telling your body that, hey, we don't need this muscle mass anymore and we can get rid of this. Most of your strength training sessions should be revolved around progressive overload. You want to focus on still trying to get stronger from week to week, and you're going to be training in that 6 to 15 rep range. I would stay in that 6 to 10 rep range on your compound lifts. I would say that 8 to 15 rep range on your isolation movements. That is going to be the prime spot for you to maintain muscle mass, keep building strength, and potentially even build muscle mass in the process. Now, as far as your training volume, when you're in a caloric deficit and you're really trying to get that 10% body fat, you may have to adjust your volume down. You're not going to be able to get through as much volume of a workout as if you're on 400 or 500 carbs a day and you're trying to gain weight. If you have that extra food, you're going to be able to get through harder workouts and longer workouts. So what I would do is slightly reduce your volume just a little bit, nothing crazy. So it's not like, hey, you were doing 20 sets of chest a week, now you're doing 10 sets. No, I would just subtract a couple sets throughout the week or throughout a workout and really focus on a maintenance amount of volume, because by the end of the day, we are in a deficit. Our body's already not building back up to maintenance. So we don't want to do all this volume in these crazy hard workouts, because at the end of the day, it's going to fatigue our body too much and you're not going to see the changes that you want to see. The third thing that we're going to talk about is your cardio. This is another huge piece that a lot of people mess up, and we're going to talk about how you can structure it to see the best results. We have two different types of cardio. We have our high intensity and we have our lower intensity. Typically, people will stick to just that lower intensity because yes, it's going to burn a good amount of fat and it's going to teach your body to burn fat. But as you start to get leaner and later, your body is going to adjust to what you're doing. And if you're already doing 3 or 4 days of lower intensity cardio, you need to make a change and you need to switch it up. Now, as you're getting to 10% body fat, you're going to have to increase the amount of times of cardio that you're doing a week. So your frequency may be anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. And that's perfectly normal. That's not something that you have to do for the rest of your life. But if your goal is to get to 10%, you're going to need to increase your frequency of cardio. And this is how I would structure it. Say that you're doing 5 days of cardio a week. You're hitting cardio every day. Maybe it's in a session after your weights, or it's in a completely different session throughout the day. What I would focus on is increasing the amount of high intensity cardio that you do, especially as you get closer to that 10% body fat. That's going to help you push through some plateaus, and it's going to help you burn off that last little bit of fat. Now, you cannot do high intensity every single day. If you do, you'll have no energy for your weights. You're going to burn through all the glycogen in your muscle, and you're not going to get to 10% because you're not going to have energy for your strength. You're not going to have any carbs in your muscle. It's just going to be a mess. So what I would do is, if you're doing 5 days of cardio a week, I would do 3 workouts of the week of cardio where it's going to be your more moderate to low intensity. These sessions are going to last anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. And by the end of this, yes, you should be sweating. You should have had a good workout, but it should be like you have to lay on the floor because you feel like you're about to puke. The other 2 days of cardio, you're going to focus on your higher intensity. You're going to do things like intervals. Maybe you're hopping on a treadmill and you're doing sprint intervals. We're doing bike intervals. We're doing row intervals, or you're pushing a sled. Things like this are going to help you burn a lot of calories, increase that VO2 max, and really help you burn off that last little bit of body fat. But they're really hard to recover from. They're taxing on the body, taxing on the muscles, taxing on the nervous system. And if you do it every day, you will not reach your goal. So I want to say that again. Make sure that you're not doing high intensity every single day. We want a good mixture of both, and that's going to help you reach that 10% body fat goal. So if you're doing 5 days a week of cardio, you're doing 3 low to moderate and 2 higher intensity days. Not 5 low intensity days or 5 high intensity days, 3 low, 2 high. The last one that we're going to talk about is your movement throughout the day. And this is a key piece that can really make a big difference for a lot of people. If you have a sedentary lifestyle and you're only getting a couple thousand steps a day, you're not burning those extra calories from daily movement that you could be. So one huge tip that I implement myself, and I implement with clients that are trying to lose weight, is focus on creating more movement throughout the day. Now, obviously, everybody's heard about 10K and 10,000 steps a day, and that's been a huge thing for a lot of people, but there is a lot of validity to it. And if you can get 10,000 steps in a day consistently, that's going to burn extra calories every single day, increase your movement, and it's going to help you get to that 10% body fat goal every day. Now, this doesn't have to be 10,000 steps in one setting. It could be broken up into different times throughout the day. Typically, what I do, I'm a trainer, I'm moving all day long. I'll also sometimes, if I don't hit my 10K or 10K plus, I'll go on a separate walk after dinner at night with my family. This is a good way we can just get a movement in, do something together, but it allows us to get over that 10,000 steps. And I promise you, this is going to make a huge difference, especially if that last little bit of getting to 10%, you have to look for every single edge that you can. And by getting more than 10,000 steps every day, you're going to burn more calories, increase your movement, and just reach your 10% body fat goal faster. So if you guys enjoyed that video or you found anything helpful, hit that thumbs up button. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. I'll post some weekly fitness content to help you get in the best shape of your life every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're subscribed, you won't miss out. I'm going to leave a workout video for you to go watch your next. Make sure to check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.